Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're a single mom, you might be carrying a lot on your shoulders, especially when it comes to the future you once imagined. You may have pictured a life with a partner, a stable family unit, or specific dreams that feel out of reach now. Today, we're going to talk about the one thing that might be holding you back: unprocessed grief, and how you can finally let it go to reclaim your life and happiness. This isn't something people talk about enough, but neglecting the grief of a future that no longer exists can keep you from moving forward. Let's dive in and explore how to let go, heal, and build the future you truly deserve. So let's start by recognizing the grief we're talking about here. For many single moms, the grief isn't just about a breakup or the end of a relationship. It's about losing the future you envisioned, the stable family you imagined, the shared parenting dream, or the life goals you once had with someone. And here's the hard truth: neglecting that grief can hold you back, just like ignoring any other form of loss. You might push forward for your kids, put on a brave face, and try to move on, but inside you're still carrying that emotional weight, and it can show up in so many ways: feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of how to redefine yourself. Now, let's talk about how ignoring this grief holds you back in ways you might not even realize. When we hold on to the future we once envisioned, it's hard to redefine ourselves outside of that story. You might feel like you're clinging to past expectations of what your life have looked like. This unresolved grief can stop you from fully stepping into your role as a single mom and embracing the strength that comes with it. So many single moms push their grief aside because they feel like they have to keep going for their children. But that grief doesn't go away, it just sits there, weighing you down emotionally. Over time, this can lead to feelings of frustration, guilt, or even sadness that pops up during holidays, family events, or those moments when you're reminded of what you've lost. This unprocessed grief can even affect your relationship with your kids. When you're carrying emotional pain, it can make it harder to be fully present, or worse, you might unintentionally project some of those feelings onto them. By processing your grief, you're not just healing yourself, you're also creating a more peaceful, loving environment for your children. So, how can you let go of this grief and start healing? Let's walk through some actionable steps that you can start today. 1. Acknowledge your grief. The first step, acknowledging your grief, is simple, but so powerful. Many single moms feel like they don't have permission to grieve the future they lost because it wasn't a physical loss. But emotional loss is just as real. Start by saying out loud or writing in a journal, "I am grieving the future I expected, and that's okay." This simple act of acknowledgement validates your feelings and opens the door to healing. 2. Reframe your future. Instead of seeing the future you lost as a failure, start reframing it. Yes, that chapter closed, but now you get to write a new one. Practice a daily affirmation like, "I am capable of creating a future that's still full of hope and opportunity." This mindset shift from loss to potential allows you to build new dreams without denying the emotions tied to the original vision. 3. Create a ritual to let go. Sometimes we need something tangible to help us let go. Consider creating a small ritual to symbolize the release of that old vision. Write down the specific hopes and dreams you're grieving, then safely burn or bury that piece of paper as a form of closure. This symbolic act can help you move forward with less emotional attachment to the past. 4. Focus on small, achievable goals. Healing takes time, so start by setting manageable short-term goals. Whether it's dedicating a small amount of time each week to self-care, learning a new skill, or connecting with a support group, small wins can help you rebuild your confidence and sense of control over your life. 5. Engage in somatic healing. Grief isn't just emotional, it's also physical. Include body-based practices like yoga, mindful breathing, or gentle movement. These practices can help you release stored grief in your body and lighten the emotional load you're carrying. 6. Connect with other single moms. One of the most powerful steps is connecting with others who understand your journey. Find or create a community of single moms who have gone through similar experiences. Share your stories, offer support, and learn from each other. It's incredible how hearing others' stories can make you feel seen, understood, and less alone. Lastly, 7. Seek professional counseling. If the grief feels overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional counseling. A grief therapist can guide you through this process, offering techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy to reframe negative thinking or help you work through complex emotions. Sometimes, having someone validate your experience is exactly what you need to feel supported in moving forward. Single moms, you are strong, capable, and worthy of living a life full of joy and fulfillment. The grief of a future that no longer exists doesn't have to define you or hold you back. By facing it, acknowledging it, and letting it go, you open yourself up to the possibility of a future that's even more beautiful than you imagined. Remember, healing is a journey, so be kind to yourself along the way. And as you heal, not only will you feel lighter and stronger, but your children will thrive in the positive energy you create. You've got this. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos that empower single moms to live their best lives. Until next time, take care.